Okay, hello you and welcome to some kind of Fox content and welcome back to what is going to be the last episode on Paws of Coal. Now listen here. First of all, this might be a very short episode because all that's left for us to do is to figure out what's going on here because, like, look at this. I tried to say listen, but then I meant to look. I can't snitch on Rowan even if I wanted to because I can't talk to the director anymore. And Inigo, nowhere to be found. So I can't, there is nothing more for me to do. The only thing that is for me to do is to do the report here. So it's going to be a short episode because this is all we're going to do. It's just connect the dots. Now listen just a second here. I think I have called it from the very beginning. Hang on, that's not the button. Let me just show you something that set me off right at the start. I even think it's in the first episode. I think I hit puberty and then I started doing YouTube. Hi. No, I think I hit this right on the head from the very first episode. Look at this. Look. This. The well, a delicate plinkling echoes up the well, slow and steady. A stalactite drips into the water, somewhere down in the dark. And I can't do anything about that. I don't know if there's something I could have gotten if I had talked to Inigo or something where I could lock down the well. Oh well. Now, here's what I think. Let's go back to the study so we seem smart. You know, with the doctors always having books on their like table to look like they know what they're talking about. Okay, let me turn down the music just a tiny bit here. I can't have the symphony blaring while I'm trying to figure things out. Listen. So, we have suspected the ink of the cards. That cannot be it, because it was only the orange ink that was smudged, and we have learned that only green inks and some else ink, not the orange one, was toxic. Orange ink isn't toxic, hence it cannot be the playing cards. We then suspected the wine. However, wine doesn't go bad. Thereby, it cannot be the wine. Also, the kids didn't drink wine, and they're still safe. So, then we suspected the food. Mainly the white rice. However, if we take a gander here, if we take a little peek at what is said around here. Where is it? There's drain water on the smudging. Hang on. Mine schedule, rabbit supervisor, old miner. Hang on. Where is it? I want to show it to you so I seem smart. I want to base my statements on actual evidence. Bunch of observation at base with the rice and the whatnot observation of a steam engine. I don't need that for anything. Where is it? I keep clicking out of this. This is not what I meant to do. Books. Linderport carrot after the first group. A carrot rice. A minor, Finn a minor for the first group. Aldrin. Foodstuff of the kingdom. That must be it. Look at this. Yes, here it is. You can't see my cursor, but if you look at the middle one, number 3, white rice was introduced to the continent 10 years ago. Now, if the culprit was the white rice, we would have seen something earlier, not just a couple of weeks ago. Okay, if we then suspected the heir of the mine, but that doesn't make sense again because the kids, they have the disease too, yet they were never exposed. There is one culprit, however, and I think I called it from the start. I said from the very beginning it is the water supply. Now, not necessarily the water itself, but something infecting the water. Something that was introduced not long ago. Which was the acetylene gas produced by the carbide lamps is not toxic. Calcium carbide is toxic. Wow, I can't talk. Let me try that again. Calcium carbide is toxic if ingested. That's the kicker. Now, what I think happened was that the... look at this. Calcium carbide is kept in an airtight container on the lamp. However, if I can find it, evidence, hang on, let me find it. Okay, it's not in the evidence. Testimonials, maybe? Gold merchant, that's not it. Doesn't minus worked on the same. Sick, worked on the main coal face. Hang on, I'm finding it. I know this is not riveting gameplay, but here's the interesting thing, actually, while I remember it. Let me just break out of the immersion for a little bit. When I started playing Paws of Coal, I thought it would be like a linear story and then you would reach a conclusion by the end. There was no other like option. But this is actually quite interesting. This whole like you have to connect the dots by gathering all the evidence, and it's not just gonna hand it to you. You do actually have to connect the dots and use your smarts and such and talk to everyone and kind of get an idea of what's going on here. That is an interesting concept. So I got way deeper into this game than I thought I would. But now let me just find it for you. See, Guard never used a carbide lamp. And he consumed fresh carrots. So not cooked. Maybe cooked in water, one would ask. But look. Let me just find it. It's here somewhere. The outbreak started 2 weeks ago, so we need something that was introduced within the last few weeks. But hang on. It is here somewhere, I swear to God. In various mining towns for years, yes. But this is the really important one. Calcium carbide is toxic. There we go. This is the one I was looking for. The first one here, look. The containers in the Burroughs batch of the carbide lamps are not as airtight as they should be, and they are leaking the toxic calcium carbide, which then gets into the water and thereby making everyone who drinks said water sick. What was in the cups in the Bates apartment? That's right, water. This has to be it. They just wore it on the helmet. Yeah, but it dripped into the I just need to get more dots on this. And I don't know if I have to get the other stuff, like saying like, oh, could it be the cards? No, it couldn't, because blah, 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 I have evidence. Okay, so for now, let's go back and find everything we can that relates to the water. This doesn't really add anything. This is about the steam engine. Something rigid doesn't have any obvious cavities. Okay, there's nothing here. Testimonials. Here we go. Bates drank water the day he fell ill. This is it. This has nothing to do with it. This has nothing to do with it, but this proves that it's not the wine. The playing cards arrived in Burroughs 3 weeks ago. See, that's a good point. But we do have one who played the cards who had orange paws and wasn't sick. See, this one. This one. The ink from the card stained Jeffrey's hands without ill effect. And also, what were they doing in the mines? Or what were some of the workers doing when they fell ill? They were working on laying pipes for the water supply. So we can rule out the wine as a cause. It has to be this. Get rid of that one. The cause of the gastric stasis can be carbide lamps. Well, it's not the lamps directly, but it's them. I need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of that one. This one leads to this one. Then this leads to this. And then, hang on. Where was the other one? There it is. Without ill effect, so it cannot be that either. Those are the cards. We can rule out the cards as a cause. So I can get rid of that one. Then we keep this one down here. And I have the wine, right? Drink wine. So we got the wine and we got the cards ruled out. But where did I get to? I got to here. Was stained orange, smudged his hand in the... I wonder, can I not complete this game now because I didn't talk to Inigo? And maybe he was like, oh, wait, we all bathe in water. Maybe because I don't have that information, I now can't make the final conclusion. Because right now it is pointing towards the lamps being the cause. I don't think that is. I think the gases from the lamps solidified and then got into the water. I think that's the thing. Can I outrule anything now with this carbide lamp? Nope, nothing with that. 8 carrots, white rice, and lettuce the day they fell ill. Guard has never used a carbide lamp. Can't be the carbide lamp. Didn't drink the... Fell ill around lunchtime yesterday. This one is also important. But it's not giving me what I need. Evening. Yeah, see, I can't talk to Inigo. I think I messed this up. I think there's nothing I can do. Because I think I needed to talk to Inigo to have the final, and I can't do that. Well, I could go back and load an earlier save, but I can't be bothered. Can't be... They are leaking the toxic calcium carbide. I just need something that allows me to say that it's getting into the water. Any of these give me anyone else? Anything else? Not anyone, but anything else. Nope. You know what? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me go through the books, and then once we have done that, we will, once we have done this, we'll just go up and we'll say it's the lamps, even though I think it's the gases that solidified and got into the water supply. But I don't know how to get that information over here on the books, evidence, and testimonials page. to where I can use that and say that that's the cause. The only thing, the closest I can get right now is by saying that the lamps are not kept in airtight, so the gas leaks out. And, steam engine. First group spent free time celebrating Poppy's birthday outside. Does that give me anything? Nope. This doesn't give me anything. Nothing there. White rice. It could be the rice, but then I just feel like we would have seen something earlier. This has to do with something that does the something, right? I mean, we did a good job of outruling all the other things. But I simply don't have the things I need to say that it is the gases leaking out of the carboid blah 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 that is solidifying and getting into the water. I don't have that. Playing cards. The ink. Let me just take this with me. Take this. Take this. Stained by the orange ink. That doesn't matter. 8 carrots, white rice, and lettuce. No, this one. These two. Oops. Grab those two. They aren't tying together in any way, but, you know. Around lunchtime. That's probably important for something. First group to fall ill. Outbreak started 2 weeks ago. It's affecting only rabbits. Judging from the work schedule of the first group, we can rule out anything relating to working conditions as a cause, since many others would show symptoms as well. Yeah, we can put in that. I can't get it. Drank this. That was all the testimonials. I feel like I should have way more evidence. But I don't. Merchant, the art of steam. It could be something with steam. Yeah, you know what? I can't get anymore, and nothing gives me the option to say that it's the water supply. So I'm gonna submit that it's the lamps. By which I mean it is the lamps that are causing the gas to leak and then solidifying, getting into the water supply. I just don't have the evidence to put that together. So I'm gonna submit this. The conclusion is that it's the lamps. It's not. Well, it is, but then again, it's not. But there you have it. That's gonna be the thing we're gonna go with. I hope I will get a conclusion at the end so I can see if I'm right, at least. No, not up there. What can I do for you? I figured out the cause. I'm fairly confident. He looks it over, flips a page, squints, flips back again, then settles on reading it probably from front to back. A frown of concentration furrows his face, the lines deepening as he reads on. Ha, he says, so it's the new lamps, these carbide lamps. A clear correlation between their presence and the development of illness, but an unclear mechanism of action, faulty seals or some byproduct of their burning. Either way, I'll have to talk to the company, stop them from supplying any more of these. What can we do for Bates and his family? The only thing to do is to try and speed up their metabolism, help it flush the toxins out of whatever it is. Something like Devil's Beard or Histamina Oracula. Or Doc spins on his heels, starts rifling through his cupboard. Glass jars clink and bangs as they're scuffled around. And soon his head has disappeared into the gloomy shelves. Where's the blazing? Doc's voice is muffled by the joinery, but his fluffy tail twitches irritably. Ha! Found it! He emerges out of the cupboard with a leaf between his paws. Doc turns to his instruments. New task. The pestle grumbles and squeaks as it chews up the leaves in the mortar. A fresh, tangy smell like anise reaches your nostrils. He scoops the paste out of the mortar and straight into a cup of water. He produces a stirring spoon, and vigorous whirl later pours the mixture into Bates' throat. Well, he turns to you with a sigh. This might take a good while. I'm fine to wait. When I said a good while, I meant I don't expect to be awake when Oracula takes hold. We're looking at tomorrow morning earliest. Besides, I think you got an urgent appointment. I want to thank you for your help, Charles. I couldn't have done it without you. You're welcome. Well, I can handle it from here, old boy. I'm sure you've got places to be. Best not to keep His Majesty waiting. Thanks, Doc. I'll try not to. Doc winks at you as you turn to leave. I don't think we got it. But what else was I supposed to do? Can I go up now? What do I need to do now? Get a leaf from the... Yeah, we got that. We already got those two. Snitch on Rowan. We can't do that. Talk to the miner. We can't do that. Well, I have everything. So what now? What do I do now? Hello? Do I, Nothing good. So the engine's still down and Aldwin just headed down there. So why should I go down there? What do you mean, why? Aldwin's going to refurbish Quince's proverbial digestive tract, give it a whole new terminus. What a phrase. Thank you, but we can admire my wordplay later. Point is, you gotta talk that spiritually constipated bureaucrat down before he chucks Quince out of a job. Okay, oh dear. Run down to Quince. So that's going on. Also, I bugged the game again. Look. I can't sprint or anything because it's stuck in him talking animation. Come on, game. No, I meant to go down. I'm coming, Quince. Don't you worry. Why aren't you done, Quince? A one-day job, he interrupts him. Bates assured me. A one-day job, and now we're 2 days in without a steam engine. 2 days you've managed to squander in gossip and layabouting. You've even had Jimmy covering for your chit-chat, saying that Charles was helping you out with the engine. It's true, sir. No, I'm gonna stand up for him. That's right. I was helping Quinch. Right, but that doesn't constitute an excuse. In fact, it makes it worse. So, see, Quinch, what you're telling me is our resident scientist here was helping you with a one-day job to repair the steam engine. He crossed his hands across his chest, and the steam engine is not repaired. So either you're saying that you were too stupid to follow Charles' instructions, or you're saying Charles, the renowned scientist, could not deal with one stinking engine. So which is it? He stammers, his slitted eye starting to watch you pleadingly. The repair was more complicated than Bates anticipated. Was it now? So you're saying it was Bates who failed to get a handle on this? Yeah, sure. Throw him under the bus. I can't imagine Bates making a mistake like that. But maybe he's getting old, he thought. He's certainly getting loony, taking Quinch on as an apprentice. And I can't imagine you, Charles, besmirching Bates' reputation on account of a lousy vermin. Very well, then, he turns to Quinch. You sort this out, understand? You sort this out. And I'll have a chat with Bates about his slipping performance. I'll be back. He stomps his feet together, nods to you, turns and leaves the way he came. Sir, he says once Aldwin is out of sight, it wasn't Mr. Bates' fault. It wasn't? No, you got it wrong, sir. Oh dear, did I just do a number on Bates? Afraid you did, sir. The problem wasn't locomotor, as you said. She wouldn't start up when I tried treating her for a locomotor problem. You shouldn't have said it was the fault of Mr. Bates. He's going to get in trouble, and he wasn't even here. I should get back to it, sir. I got a lot of work ahead of me. Dang it. Wait, do you know when you'll be done? Really, sir? His face pinched in exasperation. 3 hours at least. I'll just hang out here. At home, okay. You can't be sure if your head, with your head down, but you feel no absolution is forthcoming. Not from Quincy anyway. At home, you have stock. Of your possessions, the things you'll miss on your trip to meet the king. Of your actions, the strange and consequential things you had to do today. Of the things yet to come. Did I do the right thing with the strike? It will have consequences, that much is sure. There was a sense of turning there. You helped midwife something today, and whatever it is, you'll cross its path again. Soon enough, you notice a change on the very edge of awareness. A familiar hum has returned, a soft rumble underfoot. The elevator is ready. Okay, let's go. No, not up there. There we are, take me up. Can you take me up? Of course, sir. Just go ahead and step in, I'll do the rest. Okay, opposite aces. I find it helps remembering the elevator worst part of most trip. Say nothing and nod. You just nod back. Some thoughts should be left a mystery. He says something, but he's already started the elevator, and you don't catch it. His voice lost in the whir of the gears. The elevator jerks up under your feet, and up you go. As you made your way to Pride to meet the king, the actions you took that day reverberated throughout Burroughs and beyond. Bates' expertise and reputation largely shielded him from the weight the accusation you levied against him to Aldwin, but Bates did not take kindly to such aspersions. He has not written to you since you left. Cool, so I destroyed a long friendship. Within a day or two, as Bates' health worsened, it was clear that your proposed source of the outbreak wasn't correct. Despite the dog's best effort, the illness spread throughout the rapid population in the burrows. The drop in available workforce caused the mining operation to grind to a halt. As a consequence, over half of the miners were left without a job, and the following downsizing, with the strike broken, Rowan and Inigo have found themselves disillusioned with their fellow rabbits and co-workers. They've given up on political activism. And there you have it. That went as horrible as I think it could have. I lost a friend. I didn't get the right call on the disease, and basically we got the bad ending. Now, I do think I'm right, though. The only problem was I couldn't make that conclusion out of the evidence that I had. Maybe talking to Inigo was the one thing we needed to be able to get to that conclusion. Because I think it is something in the water supply, possibly the gas from the lamps that then seeps out and then solidifies and then gets into the water. And then it is the water that is the source of the illness. I think that's it. It's the only thing I can think of. And I shouldn't have thrown Bates under the bus. But I couldn't make the conclusion on the water. I don't know if I could have tied the dots differently. I feel like I got everything in it that I wanted, but yeah. Oh well. If you want to see if you can figure out what the cause of the illness is here in Paws of Coal, I highly recommend that you play it for yourself. For me though, this is going to be the end of the playthrough of Paws of Coal. I didn't get the right causation, but I had a fun time and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Alright, I'm out.